quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets up. Oh,
down.
Watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to CFSL, brought to you by PX1 Sports. And we're here with clear skies, a bit of a light breeze, and it's 40 degrees here in Athens tonight. We've got a great game coming at you here with the LSU Tigers taking on Georgia head-to-head. My name is Morty, and I'm joined here by Valente. What's going on, my man?
And tonight is a great night for some football. And tonight, we got two teams who are hanging on to their playoff hopes. The winner of this, they'll remain alive in the SEC race, in the playoff race. The losing team, on the other hand, might be kissing their season goodbye.
Bulldogs going to be in control for the first drive of the game, which will start at the 24-yard line right hash mark, and making their way onto the field, looking to start things here and start things now. Seth Chapman in the pocket, looking for a throw up left side, goes complete for an almost first down, 2nd and inches.
That's Haas Carter, the big safety blanket safety tight end. His first reception of the day. Last week, he had 6 catches for 51 yards.
2nd and inches. Couple receivers to look at, but Chapman's going to hand it off instead, running up the field lane. Easton with a 4-yard rush secures the first down.
That's the CFSL's leading rusher, Elaine Easton, who could be on the hunt for 1,000 yards today. He needs 164 if he wants to cross that mark.
First down once more. Faking the handoff to Easton. Chapman's holding on to it instead. A bullet up the middle of the field. Goes complete to Aaron Highsmith. 26-yard reception.
That's a great play there by Highsmith. He was completely eliminated from the game against Tennessee last week. He had no catches, and his first catch tonight is a big gain. Seth Chapman, he went 22 for 30 last week, 145 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. He's starting this game off hot.
Right hash mark of the 36-yard line. Look how far they've gotten down the field in such quick time. Fakes the handoff to Ethan, but Chapman's going to hold on to it himself and run upfield. Shakes off one defender. He's got an opening. Can he get into the end zone? Yes, he can. Bulldogs touchdown.
And that is a great play there by Seth Chapman. He's going to fake the handoff to Easton. The defensive end bites onto it. He breaks one tackle right here. Great block up the side right there. And just green grass ahead of him. Bulldogs on the board first. Speaking of touchdowns, over on Twitch, we have a 61-yard touchdown pass to Oleg Hernandez as USC goes up 7-0 on Iowa with 8:09 left in the first quarter.
And the PAT is successful. Bulldogs have gotten rid of the goose egg just barely a minute into the game. And LSU looking to do the same as they get the ball back here in just a moment. I mean, talk about a great drive that went down so quickly. You can keep doing that all game. I mean, with such little time of possession, it gives you so much more for, shut out the defense, get the ball back again. This just looks so good for them.
Yeah, they started off hot, but LSU, Chip Lucky with a good return.
30-yard return, starting off a little bit better than average field position. Not bad at all as Cobra Carter and the rest of the LSU offense make their way onto the field. 33-yard line is where the ball resides. And this is going to be their first play, offensive play of the game. Handing it off and laid out right after. Andre Johnson just got smacked.
Andre Johnson only able to get a yard. Frankie Dawkins, the one laying the hit right there. Beautiful play. Kevon Winkler, the one making the play there. Beautiful play by the sophomore safety from Baltimore.
Right hash mark, 2nd and 9. Not a bad spot. Couple receivers for Cobra to look at. And let's see what he does. He's got time in the pocket. Finds a bullet up the middle. Lewis Faircloth catches it for a 19-yard reception.
That's the Tigers' go-to guy right there. Just shy of 600 yards on the season. He makes a nice play right here over the middle. He takes a nice shot at the end of the play, but great job holding on to that one as I get to about the midfield stripe.
The midfield stripe. first down once more. A lot of bodies on the line of scrimmage, and Carter's going to hand this one off, and running up the middle, that's Andre Johnson yet again with a 5-yard rush.
And Andre Johnson isn't Lane Easton. He's had a pretty solid season himself. He's just shy of 500 yards and 4 touchdowns rushing, along with the 143 yards receiving. So he's pretty good all around.
The throw goes up left side and complete. Mikey Fusaro does get his hands on the ball, but doesn't find any yardage afterwards.
First catch of the night for the sophomore, bringing up 3rd and 5. This is a great play by Ember Sky. Mix of a cornerback and receiver. She's out there at corner, making a great play.
3rd and 5, left hash mark. Couple receivers to look at. Hanging out in the pocket. Oh my God, just gets swarmed there and lost 8 yards on the sack. This is bad news thanks to Bo Martin.
And the linebacker, Bo Martin, with his first sack of the season, coming up the middle unblocked, laying out Cobra Carter. And Georgia gonna get this ball back here with no damage done. Great play there by Bo Martin.
And punting the ball away after the chains got moved a couple of times, but not nearly close to end zone territory. Ball is caught at the 12-yard line. The right hash mark, and Rain Iman runs up for 8 yards.
Over on Twitch, we have a 4-yard touchdown run by Manny Mercy as Iowa tie up the game at 7 with 6:30 left in the first quarter.
And the Bulldogs back in control of the ball. First play of their next drive. A quick throw goes up left side and complete. Fighting for some yards. Stiff arms one. Lane Easton finally gets taken down by a swarm of Tigers. I didn't know Tigers moved in swarms.
Yeah, 8-yard pickup there by Easton, and Chapman starting off hot, 3 for 3 on the game so far.
2nd and 2, and a handoff once more running up the middle. Lane Easton lost a yard though. That was a crazy good tackle there.
And it's not often you're going to see Lane Easton stop in the backfield, but when you have a linebacker on the other side by the name of Cletus Clodfelter, that is more of a possibility than ever.
And if you've watched CFSL before, there's a good chance you've heard the name Cletus Clodfelter. He's going to be a playmaker for the night. That's somebody you got to watch. Chapman rolls out of the pocket and throws a dart. What a crazy throw off the cuff. That was crazy.
A great play there by Ember Sky. We've seen her get a little bit more involved as a receiver as of late over the last couple of weeks, and a great play action there from Seth Chapman, finding Sky wide open.
First down once more, right hash mark, the 43-yard line. And we're handing it off once more, running at the middle of the field. Did find a hole. Lane Easton fought for a few yards there.
Yeah, only a couple of there, so great job by the LSU defense of limiting the damage done. But it's only a matter of time before Lane Easton rips off a big run.
Only a matter of time. 2nd and 8. And one more handoff, but oh my God, just after he gets his hands on the ball, it's tackled in the backfield. Another big one from Cletus Clodfelter.
This is the battle that you're going to watch all night long. Lane Easton versus Cletus Clodfelter. He comes up, makes the play again. We're going to call it 2-0 Clodfelter right now.
Yeah, 2-0 Clodfelter. Looking for 3, though. Big throw goes up right side and complete. Rain Iman lost 4 yards on the reception.
That's A.J. Zachary making the tackle for loss right there. He's going to pass outright to Iman. Nothing downfield. He's going to try and give his receiver a chance to make a play. But Zachary and this LSU defense were ready to swarm that one. Or as Frosty said just a second ago, ambush that one, is what Tigers and Packs are called.
Yeah, they're called an ambush or a streak, apparently. I never heard of the term of a streak. Chip Lucky with an 11-yard return. I figured streaks were exclusively for Valente's underwear.
Whoa. What are we doing here? It's not even the second quarter. We're already, okay, it's all right. Mm-hmm.
First down as the Tigers get back onto the field, their second offensive drive of the game. Looking for a little more of a successful one this time around. Hanging out in the pocket, looking for a throw, but not a lot of time to do so. Swarmed by Bulldogs. I guess Bulldogs are they move in packs too?
You would think so. Mike Lowry, the one making the play there. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Tigers.
A lot of bodies on the line of scrimmage for the Bulldogs defense. Forced to throw it quick. Cobra Carter gets the ball off to Mikey Fusaro for an 8-yard reception. Way to read the defense there.
Evan over on Twitch. We have a 13-yard touchdown pass to Keanu King. USC go up 14-7 over Iowa with 4:44 left in the first.
Hanging out in the pocket once more. He's got a lot of time. Maybe not so much. Couldn't shake off the defenders, but the O-lineman picks up the ball and runs up from there. Cobra was sacked for 8, but an O-lineman made use of a couple of dogs, but didn't exactly work their way. 4th and 6 means the Tigers are going to put this one out.
Yeah, the walk-on, Jaden Bailey coming in, making the tackle, the sack, if you will. The lineman, I mean, he's trying to keep his dreams alive as being a skill player. He wanted to run that one upfield, but not much room to go. Bulldog is going to get this one back.
A lot of O-linemen will tell you they don't mind being the guy that doesn't show up on the newspaper headlines, but secretly every O-lineman wants to be a receiver. Oh my God, almost caught in the backfield. Lorraine Iman runs up for 12, but he got tripped up just shy of catching the ball. Thankfully, he shook one off.
Yeah, offensive lineman will tell you that they're the team player, but the very moment they see that ball hit the ground and it's still live, they're going to go for it.
Exactly. Chapman in the pocket one more time and throws a dart up the middle. Bullseye, Jadon Charles, 8-yard reception.
A solid 8-yard dart there by Chapman. 6 for 6 to start the night. 2nd and 2 from about the 42-yard line.
They're making their way up slowly but surely. Except Chapman's got a couple targets to look at, but notice Easton in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Easton, and a great blocking scheme up front will let Lane Easton swing things out and get an easy first down.
That's the biggest run of the day for Lane Easton. He's up to 12 yards on the night. Great blocks up front. Just a great run all around by the Bulldogs.
First down once more. Another handoff to Easton, running up the right side of the field. 1-yard rush, though. Doesn't get as far.
And I guess who that was once again. Cletus Clodfelter, the one making the tackle after a 1-yard pickup. We'll say 3-1 Clodfelter on the scoreboard right now.
And in the pocket once more. He's got a lot of time to throw it, and boom, it goes complete to Ember Sky. That's a touchdown for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Well, it may be 3-1 Clodfelter, but it is 13-0 Bulldogs over LSU. Ember Sky making another great play. Chapman just going to unload this one deep for a huge touchdown. Just getting over the back of the defense. Great play by Sky and the Bulldogs.
You've got to love that. You've got to love that playmaking potential. I mean, just when you think, oh, we'll get in the end zone in a little bit. Nah, we don't got all day. Let's make it happen right here, right now. PAT successful, 14 points on the board for the Bulldogs, and the Tigers are going to need to whip something up crazy.
Still a lot of time left in this game for LSU to get back into it. But they need some offense ASAP because you do not want to fight from behind Georgia. Trust me, I know that one personally.
The Tigers on the return. Look at this guy just making his way through the dog pile in the middle. 44 yards on the return. A great one. I mean, that's plus territory.
Yeah, great return. Just shy, I believe just shy of plus territory, yeah. Yep, 41-yard line or so, so great field position, but got to do something with it.
Well, let's see what they do. A couple receivers for Cobra to look at. He got rushed quick, but gets the ball out finally to Johan Donnie. That's a 3-yard reception.
And Johan Donnie with his first catch of the night. He's had a pretty solid season up to this point. Yet to score a touchdown. Maybe he'll get his tonight.
Maybe so. 2nd and 7. Handoff this time running up the middle of the field and couldn't quite find a hole. Andre Johnson had to make one for himself, but made enough for a touchdown.
That's a really good run there by Andre Johnson, just getting past the line to gain and keeping this drive alive.
First down once more for the Tigers. And throwing up the middle, barely goes complete to Johan Donnie once more. A first down found. The chains have been moved.
A very tight window throw there by Cobra Carter, just fitting that in at the perfect spot. Great throw by Cobra Carter. Great catch there by Donnie as well.
First down once more, and Carter's going to hand it off, swinging things up right side, but the defense read AJ like a book.
And he got absolutely tattooed there by Frankie Dawkins. What a hit. I feel like every time we say what a hit, Frankie Dawkins' name is right next to that.
Frankie Dawkins, Cletus Clodfelter, two big hitters on the side of the Bulldogs. But we'll see how this goes. 2nd and 7, big hit. Oh my goodness, Chip Lucky.
That's good for a gain of 8.
What a catch there, turning up field and getting the first down, but he got hit there. Hit pretty hard at the end of the play. Cobra Carter 6 for 7 on the night so far.
First down, left hash mark almost, and Cobra's in the pocket once more. Throw goes up right side, not too deep, but enough for 6 yards for Marco Wallace.
Great play there by Wallace, a 6-yard pickup. They're inching their way down the field. They have enough time to take. There's a lot of time left, and they're inside the red zone now, 2nd and 4.
Quick throw up the middle, goes complete once more. Marco Wallace keeping the chains a moving and getting us in the red zone.
Second catch back-to-back for Marco Wallace, making another great play. 1st and goal from about the 9-yard line.
Couple receivers to look at, but Carter's not alone. Has company in the pocket, finds a throw, up right side, doesn't go complete though.
Off his back foot, not enough time to let that play develop. Great pressure by the Bulldogs front.
10 yards needed to get into the end zone. Looking for a throw, up right side. Chip Lucky makes sure that it's caught, but couldn't quite get into the end zone. He stepped out of bounds.
3rd and goal from about the 4. One chance to put this one into the end zone.
One shot, one opportunity. Would you capture it or let it slip? In the pocket, looking for something. The O-lineman is creating space. Curtis Secker deflects it down. Looks like the Tigers are going to have to settle for a field goal.
That they will. Nicky Boots, the one on to kick. It was a great drive by LSU. They took a lot of time off the board, but unfortunately couldn't come down with 6 points in the end zone. But they'll get their first points on the board off the leg of Nicky Boots, the freshman from White Lake, Michigan.
And finally, back in control of the ball. The Bulldogs looking to continue their momentum. With 10 seconds left here in the first quarter, looking to capitalize on every second they get. A pretty nice return there from Frankie Dawkins.
A pretty solid return, getting up to about the 34-yard line. And we know we've seen it ourselves. Dawkins had that two kick return touchdown game I think last season, so.
That Chapman rolls out of the pocket and looks for a throw up left side to DeJon Charles. Jadon once more, 16-yard reception.
A great play there by Charles. Believe his first catch of the night, and Chapman still perfect on the day, 8 for 8. Starting off hot, continuing a very good first quarter.
And it looks like before the ball is snapped, we'll be wrapping up our action of the first quarter of the game. 14-3. And the Bulldogs are in the lead, but the Tigers waiting. Their prey is still on the field for 3 more quarters. We'll be back in just a moment. And we are back. The Bulldogs in control of the football right now, but the Tigers looking to get their claws on it once more. Seth Chapman hands the ball off, and Easton running up the middle of the field for a 4-yard rush.
And over on Twitch, we have a 44-yard touchdown pass to Braylon Tyree as USC extend their lead to 21-7 with 38 seconds left in the first quarter.
2nd and 6, and a lot of receivers on the left side, but we're going to move one up right. Handoff to Lane Easton regardless, but the defense doesn't care about the receivers. They're taking down Easton before he can get off the line of scrimmage.
That great play there by Jay Reed. Easton didn't get far. 3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs there. 1 for 2 on 3rd down so far tonight.
3rd and 8, left hash mark. And hanging out in the pocket once more. A quick bullet up left side. Johan Donnie doesn't get it done.
And coverage there. Great coverage by the LSU defense. Johan Donnie, the one in the area. And punting this one away will be the Bulldogs. LSU going to have a chance to bring this within 1 score.
And the ball is not caught. Instead, it touches back into the end zone. So be up the middle, 20-yard line. Cobra Carter and the rest of the Tigers offense. Couple receivers on each side for Cobra to look at. Quick throw goes up the middle, goes complete to Marco Wallace, 4 yards. I'll take that any day.
Yep, 4 yards every play, and you'll never leave the field without scoring. You know what we say, Rome wasn't built in a day, and they need all the bricks they can to build this empire.
They're going to need all the bricks they can get, and hopefully Cobra's not throwing bricks. Hopefully he's throwing darts. That's what they're going to need to keep this drive going. 2nd and 6, and yet again another throw up the middle off the slant route. Mikey Fusaro gets a first down with a 10-yard reception.
This is a great throw by Cobra Carter, hitting Mike Fusaro exactly where it needs to be to extend this drive, keep it alive.
The clock is moving slowly but surely. No stress in the world, though. Andre Johnson catches the ball, but doesn't go too far.
He's going to hit him on the swing route to the outside, but Kevon Winkler, the one making the tackle, his 5th of the night. Great play there by Winkler.
2nd and 11, right hash mark. And we still need 11 yards to get the chains moving. Cobra Carter's got a game plan, though. I can see it in his eyes. He's going to hang out in the pocket. He's going to find a deep throw up left side, and it goes complete. Mikey Fusaro with a 28-yard reception.
And the most impressive part about this play is there were a lot of black jerseys in the area. Fusaro having to go up over Frankie Dawkins and fighting through the contact to make another great catch.
Beautiful play being made there. Left hash mark. It's a first down. 7 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter. One receiver on each side. And Carter's going to hand this one off. Running up the left side, Andre Johnson with a 3-yard rush.
Solid pickup there by Johnson. Bringing up 2nd and 7 from about the 35.
Here we are, 2nd and 7. Cobra Carter looking for a bullet up the middle. Johan Donnie catches it, but gets laid out right after.
And Bo Martin, the one laying the hit, bringing up 3rd and 2 for the Tigers. And over on Twitch, we have a 17-yard touchdown pass to Kevin Gray for the Hawkeyes. They now trail 21-14 with 7:33 left in the half.
3rd and 2. 0 for 3 on 3rd down so far. Maybe we can try and make the numbers look a little bit better here. But odds don't look too good. Pressure in the pocket. Finally gets it out to Johan Donnie. That's their first good 3rd down conversion tonight.
A first good 3rd down conversion, keeping this drive alive. And a good drive looming here for the Tigers. Let's see if they can put this one in the end zone for the first time tonight.
It could happen here. A couple receivers for Cobra to look at. He's got some time in the pocket, but looking deep into the end zone, deflected down by Ember Sky.
A great play by Sky, and Sky's been making plays at every single level on both sides of the ball, whether it be at receiver or defensive back, just making plays all around.
Hanging out in the pocket yet again. Quick throw goes up middle, but incomplete. 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 coming up. Just converted their first 3rd down of the night. Let's see if they can convert one more.
Their odds aren't too great, but their hopes are definitely high. Cobra Carter in the pocket, finds a target up the middle. Mikey Fusaro barely secures a first down. I think his butt was barely over the first down marker.
His butt might have been barely across, but all that matters is the ball goes across the line, and that's exactly what he did. Perfect awareness of where the sticks are there.
A lot of bodies on the line of scrimmage. Cobra Carter throws a ball at the middle, goes complete up right side, and fighting for some yards. Chip Lucky gets thrown down like he's getting bullied in middle school.
I'll tell you what, he does look a little bit like a middle schooler. He's 5'7", 165 pounds. I know a few people who were that big in middle school, so I mean.
Yeah. Me personally, I was already 6 foot in middle school. I can't relate to that. Throw goes up right side and complete to Lewis Faircloth.
I mean, that makes sense. He wore like, what, 6'8", something like that?
So, it's been the worst year to be tall because people ask me, hey, how tall are you? They go 6'7". They go 6'7". What a joke. It's awful. First down. Goal line territory. And one throw could make this happen. Marco Wallace picks up 4 yards. That's better than none.
That's a great play there by Wallace, and they're about 1 yard away from getting into the end zone for the first time tonight.
2nd and goal. Tigers continuing to move down the field and barely getting his feet into the end zone. Andre Johnson with a Tigers touchdown.
And this is a great run by Andre Johnson, just powering his way through, getting into the end zone and bringing this back within 1 score. Georgia, they started off with that 14-0 lead, but now the Tigers have fought back in, brought it back within 1 possession. Those Tigers are clawing their way back.
That they are. 4:55 on the clock. Less than 5 minutes for the Bulldogs to march down the field with their next drive. That's plenty of time for Rainey Mons to pick up a 28-yard return in the offense to capitalize.
Yeah, more than enough time for Georgia to extend this lead, and more than enough time for LSU to maybe fight back and gain a lead of their own.
And Seth Chapman's going to hand this one off. Running up the middle, Lane Easton finds 3.
That's Cletus Claudefelter once again making the stop after a 3-yard pickup, his 5th tackle of the night.
You've got to love it. Cletus not giving up for any reason whatsoever. 2nd and 7, though, faking the handoff. Seth Chapman's going to run upfield himself, but gets clotheslined. That almost looked like an RKO.
Hey, it did kind of look like an RKO, I will give you that.
3rd and inches. This is big for the Bulldogs. You need to keep your momentum going and ruin the mentalities of the Tigers. But swinging past the 1 defender, Lane Easton gets in for a 1st down, and the chains have been moved.
Yeah, Lane Easton is playing bully ball right now. He puts together a really good run right there, trucking through 1 and getting the 1st down.
1st down yet again, left hash mark, and getting the ball. Lane Easton doesn't get too far. He's laid out by Tigers.
Yeah, Jet Mingo, the one who gets in there, the safety just creeping inside for a nice 2-yard loss.
2nd and 12, left hash mark. 41-yard line, almost halfway down the field. Chapman's going to hand it off one more time. Lane Easton gets laid out by some defenders once more. The run game starting to fall apart.
Yep, Jay Reed and AJ Zachary, the ones who got in there. Bring up 3rd and 12, and Georgia 2 for 4 on 3rd down so far tonight.
3rd and 12, hanging out in the pocket, looking for something, but the ball swatted down. Seth Chapman barely gets it back. 4th and 23. Good Lord, the Tigers defense just showed up.
Keontae King with his 5th sack of the season. Coming up clutch right there, punching the ball out with his helmet. Almost picked up by LSU, but Georgia lucky to punt this one back and hopefully pin LSU back deep in their own territory.
And punts it away here. Ball is in the air, soaring through the skies, and caught at the 28. And running upfield from there. Doesn't get too much farther before a pack of Bulldogs take down Chip Lucky, but he does get 10 yards on the return.
Yep, so good field position to start this next drive. You might be beating yourself up a little bit because that field position could have been even better if you picked up that fumble.
1st down once more. And hanging out in the pocket, finds a throw, upright side, and look at him fight for yards. Good Lord, that was like 4 bodies he was just pushing through by himself.
And they just keep those legs churning, and another 1st down for the Tigers.
1st down once more, right hash mark, middle of the field, and Cobra looks for a receiver. Marco Wallace gets it 2nd and 4.
Now Marco Wallace making another great play, getting out of bounds. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Tigers.
Handoff yet again, and look at the rush there. Easy run for Andre Johnson. That's a 1st down.
And Andre Johnson is heating up right now. That's Frankie Dawkins' 6th tackle of the night as well.
Something tells me this might be a close game here, Val. I mean, this is looking like a brand new Tigers offense. The 1st quarter might not have been too good, but I mean, making up for it here, another good run from Andre Johnson.
Yeah, another really good run. He's up to 40 yards on the night, averaging 5 yards a carry. And Kevon Winkler with his 7th tackle of the night there.
2nd and 3 once more. Handoff running up the middle. Chip Lucky on the rush. Doesn't get too far, though.
I believe that was Bo Martin who made the tackle right there. Beautiful hit. His 5th tackle tonight. He's putting up a really good game in this first half. And 3rd and 2 coming up for the Tigers. They're just 2 for 5 on 3rd down.
Right hash mark, 3rd and 2. And hanging out in the pocket, looking for a throw. Goes up to Dior Walker, but lost a yard on the reception. This is 4th down.
Right, that's Ember Sky once again making the tackle on the outside. It's the corner versus the big tight end, Dior Walker, and Sky winning that battle, forcing LSU to kick this one. Nicky Boots on for a 43-yard field goal.
4th and 3. 1 minute left before halftime shows up. They're going for a kick. All the way back at the 32-yard line. That's a 42-yard attempt. Let's see how it goes. Trying to capitalize on every second left for them to utilize before giving the ball potentially back to the Bulldogs, so they don't get too much further down the field. But offsides?
False start. And so this one gonna back up the LSU Tigers a little bit more. And this one's gonna be a 48-yarder.
Okay, I think it's possible. I think this could work. And that it does. Almost a tied game, 13-14. The Tigers looking for anything, and they got something. That's huge.
They're pushing them back there and still not phasing Nicky Boots, but Georgia, 3 timeouts and about less than 50 seconds to go to score before halftime, extend their lead, because LSU does get the ball back. So if LSU can get a stop here, they'll be sitting pretty going into the 3rd quarter.
Left hash mark and a 1st down for the Bulldogs, starting their drive at the 30-yard line. A huge throw goes up the middle from Chapman all the way down the field. Oh my God.
And over on Twitch, we have a 14-yard touchdown pass to annihilate for USC as they lead 28-17, 2:59 left in the half.
But instead of going for deep throws, we're going for a big rush. Easy 1st down, Lane Easton.
A great run there, calling the timeout just inside the red zone now with 37 seconds left to go.
Come on, handoff up the middle. Couldn't find a hole, though. Lane Easton only got 3.
He's up to 34 yards on the night, and they're hurrying this one up back to the line.
Couple receivers on each side. Seth Chapman's going to look for one of them. A little throw goes up the middle, but a little throw could go a long way. 10-yard reception for Lane Easton.
Lane Easton, 20 seconds left to go. 1st and goal, 1 timeout left.
Less than 10 needed. In the pocket, 1 big throw up left side. Lane Easton gets his hands on the ball, but only 1 yard found.
They need to hurry it up. The clock is still ticking.
6 seconds left. In the pocket once more. He feels a lot of pressure. The D-line's going to get to him. He's sacked in the backfield. Seth Chapman couldn't throw away the ball. And with 2 seconds left, guess you got to go for a field goal. But hey, that's better than nothing.
Absolutely, really good drive. They're going to put this one up and through off the leg of Russ Munson. Still perfect on the season.
And what a heated moment right before halftime. Bulldogs made something out of nothing, and that's all you can ask for with that kind of time crunch. 13-17 is the score right now. The Bulldogs have more or less been in control since the start of the game. Tigers have showed momentum here and there, but haven't quite caught up. I mean, there's still a pretty good chance that they come back, though.
Yeah, it was a 14-0 lead for Georgia to start the game. Then 13 unanswered from the LSU Tigers to now where we're at 17-13, but LSU does get the ball back to start the half. So a good chance to take their first lead of the game. And this Georgia Bulldogs offense has been incredible. Ember Sky on both sides of the ball has been great, whether it be that tackle for loss to kill the drive for LSU earlier on, whether it be the touchdown pass earlier in the game to get things going for Seth Chapman and the Bulldogs. Ember Sky's been killing it. But you look at the stats, this is a close game. And if you look at the stats, you would assume that LSU would be leading right now as they have 10 minutes of time of possession. But that's not how the cookie has crumbled so far. There's still a lot of game left, and LSU does get the ball to start the third quarter with the chance to take the lead. And so we still have an exciting 18 minutes left of game time.
A lot of time left for LSU to make their way back in. 157 passing yards to 177. I mean, it's pretty neck and neck. I wouldn't like to think, the game is as offset as some might think, because the Tigers getting their hands back on the ball. One successful drive could get them a lead. And a return up the right side goes to Chip Lucky for 27 yards. Not a bad place to start their next drive.
Yeah, not at all. And they need to find that flame that they had in the first quarter to get that touchdown if they want to take the lead here.
A lot of awesome plays that we've seen so far. The Bulldogs have been functioning at maximum efficiency, but LSU might catch up to them here as they begin the third quarter with control of the ball. I mean, it's been awesome, man. It's been a great game so far, and I'm excited to see how the rest of it goes down. Cobra Carter and friends lining up at the 30-yard line, right hash mark, and two receivers on each side. And Cobra right next to his center there. He's going to hand the ball off, and a great just pushing through one. AJ doesn't find much yardage after, though.
Yeah, only 2 yards there by Johnson, and great tackle by the Georgia defense to bring up 2nd and 8.
And three receivers on the left. Take a look at Cobra. He's got company with him in the backfield. That's going to be a handoff running up right side. Andre Johnson with a 6-yard rush.
That's Curtis Ecker with the tackle right there. 3rd and 2 coming up. LSU 2 for 6 on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Right hash mark, and a couple receivers for Cobra to look at. Faking the handoff, holding on to the ball. Not a lot of pressure from the Bulldogs D-line. He has got all day back there and finally finds a target downfield. That's an easy 29 yards for Mikey Fusaro.
And they have a spy by these linebackers. They're just sitting there. They're waiting for him to take off. They trust their defense, but he just found the gap in the defense. Great play there by Cobra Carter and Mikey Fusaro.
Not every defense is impenetrable. I mean, even prisons have been broken out of. The Bulldogs couldn't quite lock that down. 1 minute into the third quarter, and the drive has been looking good so far for the Bulldogs. A quick handoff running outside from there. Good Lord, Andre Johnson just found 19 in the blink of an eye. That's 1st and goal almost.
Hey, this is a great play by Johnson, just getting to the outside very quick. Very speedy guy. And he didn't even need the blocks in front of him. He just cut outside at the perfect moment.
14 yards shy of that sweet, sweet end zone, and handing it off one more time. Look at Andre Johnson run up right side. No, that's Chip Lucky with the ball into the end zone, just barely. Touchdown for the Tigers.
And the same concept that they did there for Andre Johnson just a second ago with Chip Lucky. He cuts the outside. He gets the push that he needs into the end zone. Great play by the Tigers to get their first lead of the game.
Very, very nice. A slow, methodical drive gets the LSU Tigers back in the lead. With the Bulldogs catching the ball near the 3-yard line and running upfield from there. Frankie Dawkins runs right into the dog pile. 29-yard return.
Solid return by Dawkins, and over on Twitch we have a 22-yard touchdown pass to Dante D'Onofrio as USC extend their lead 35-17 with 11 seconds left in the half.
And scrambling out of the pocket, running up right side. Seth Chapman held onto the ball and found 7.
And Seth Chapman with a solid 7-yard pickup. Billy Davis with the tackle there.
Right hash mark. 3 receivers on the left side. Seth Chapman has options. He's even got company with him in the backfield, and that's who's going to get the handoff. Lane Easton loses 2 yards on the rush, though.
A great play there by Billy Davis, just stepping up from his spot. Zachary, the one who got the first contact, but then tattooed by Davis at the end. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Bulldogs.
3rd and 5, right hash mark. And Chapman in the pocket. He's getting rushed. Throws the ball away. Running up right side and able to get no yards. 4th and 5. That's a 3rd and out.
It's a 3 and out. Chapman 12 for 13 on the night. He's been super efficient, but if you throw short, you're going to stay short. Keontae King with the tackle there. They just got swarmed by an ambush of Tigers, and the Tigers getting this one back once again.
Caught at the 29 towards the left hash mark and running up the left side of the field from there. Chip Lucky does get 16 yards on the return, starting us off at the 46-yard line, almost halfway down the field with a lot of receivers to look at. Cobra Carter looking for something big here. I can just tell he's got time in the pocket, needs to throw it somewhat soon. Finally gets swarmed by Bulldogs. The pack of dogs let off the chain.
And Dominic McKenzie, the one who got in there and laid the hit. Perfectly timed just as he was about to get that one away. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
Left hash mark once more. 46-yard line yet again. He's hanging out in the pocket. A little more time for Cobra Carter to look at, but instead we go for a quick throw. Mikey Fusaro, 14 yards.
And Fusaro just shy of 100 yards on the day. Cobra Carter just crossed 200. It's a great play there to get up past the midfield marker, down to the 40, and keep on moving, Tigers.
First down yet again. The Tigers look at the run up left side. Andre Johnson found a hole and he took it 6 yards.
Those were great blocks on the side. They were really one block away from that being a house call, but a great run nonetheless.
2nd and 4. A lot of bodies on the line of scrimmage. A quick throw goes up left side. It is barely complete. Mikey Fusaro secures the first down.
And Mikey Fusaro crossing the century mark right there. He's up to 107 yards tonight. Clayton Cobb tried to rip that one free, but not able to. Just shy of the red zone now.
Handoff one more time. Halfback running up right side. Andre Johnson doesn't get too far, though. He's swarmed by Bulldogs yet again.
And Bo Martin with his 6th tackle of the night. Great play there by the Bulldogs. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Tigers.
Middle of the field almost. Right hash mark. And a quick throw to Lewis Faircloth picks up 3. They're 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for the Tigers. They've been okay on 3rd downs tonight. They're 3 for 7. Let's see if they can pick this one up.
3rd and 6. Right hash mark once more, but swarmed. Cobra Carter didn't get protected. He got sacked instead.
And Clayton Cobb coming up the middle, unblocked. He just gets right in there, makes a big hit on Cobra Carter. And they're still in decent field position to put this one up. Nicky Boots from about 46.
Going for the kick here. And LSU Tigers get 3 points on the board, and Cobra Carter's going to have hospital bills thanks to Cletus Codfelter just getting laid out after that last tackle. I mean, good God.
Just a great play by the Bulldogs, keeping this within one possession. The Bulldogs now have a chance to take their lead back.
And caught near the 4-yard line and running upfield from there, Frankie Dawkins picks up 26.
Solid return to start this drive for the Bulldogs.
Here we are yet again, 4:50 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. And Seth Chapman going to hand it one off. Right side, Lane Easton doesn't find many yards, though. He's tackled in the backfield by Keontae King.
That's the 4th tackle for loss of the night for Keontae King, having a generational game here in his freshman season. That's the 4th tackle for loss of the night and 13th tackle for loss of the season.
2nd and 13. Chapman is getting rushed. Gets the ball out, though. Ember Sky with a 9-yard reception.
Great throw. She's over 100 yards on the night. And over on Twitch, we have a 2-yard touchdown pass to Dante D'Onofrio, his 2nd of the night. USC now up 42-17 with 7:22 left in the 3rd quarter.
Chapman in the pocket yet again. Finds a quick throw. Goes up left side. Fighting for a first down. Just shoved one of the defenders down. Haas Carter fighting for every inch he can get.
Haas Carter with the 2nd catch of the day, getting the first down for the Bulldogs.
And lining up on the left hash mark. Slowly but surely moving downfield. Chapman rolls way out of the pocket. Finds a target deep. That's Aaron Highsmith with 11 yards. That's a first down.
A great play there by Chapman, keeping this drive alive. Up past midfield now.
In plus territory, That's good news for the Bulldogs. Lane Easton just ran through one defender, 5 yards on the rush. Not bad at all.
Lane Easton just choke slammed Cletus Clodfelter right there. Keontae King with his 7th tackle of the night. Great run there by Easton.
A John Cena level shoulder tackle there, and going in for more. Trucks through one more. Stiff arm worked well, but another couple Tigers just got right behind Lane Easton there.
Cletus Clodfelter with this 6th tackle of the night, and 3 for 7 on 3rd down for the Bulldogs. They have a 3rd and 5 here.
3rd and 5. Left hash mark throws it up left side. Lane Easton catches it for a 2-yard reception, but 4th and 4 means that the Bulldogs are going to punt it away.
And they put together a pretty solid drive. I would really love to see them go for it just because they're up past midfield. And I would have loved to see him go for it almost for the brand moment there, but into the back of the end zone for a touchback. LSU going to take this one over at the 20.
Yeah, I think it would have been nice. I mean, the Bulldogs are behind, but there is a good amount of time left for them to play, so I don't blame them for playing safe here. Cobra Carter back on the field with the Tigers offense. Quick throw goes up the middle to Marco Walls for a 2-yard reception.
A solid 2-yard pickup there by Wallace to start this drive. It's about the 22-yard line. Curtis Ecker with his 5th tackle of the night.
A lot of receivers for LSU's own Cobra Carter to look at, but he's getting swarmed in the backfield. O-lineman scrambles out to give him a little bit of more breathing room. Michael Lowry throws it down, though, says, not in my house.
Great coverage. Not a lot of pressure there. Maybe you got pressure there at the end, but a great play there by Mike Lowry, batting that one away. 3rd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of bodies on the line of scrimmage once more. Receivers to be looked at. Finally finds one up the right side of the field and running down the sideline from there. Andre Johnson just got 18 in.
Yeah, great pickup there by Andre Johnson. Let's watch this one more time. He's just going to get outside on the screen. Defensive line's just going to dive in there and wide open on this right side to pick up a 1st down.
1st down yet again. Right hash mark, 40-yard line. Tigers probably looking for a pass play here. You've got a good amount of receivers on each side, faking the handoff, instead going for the throw, and it does go complete, and he got out of bounds right after. Leo Romero.
Leo Romero, the walk-on right there after a 7-yard pickup, stepping out of bounds and just shy of the 50-yard mark here for the Tigers.
Right hash mark once more, and a handoff. This has got to be Chip Lucky on the rush. He gets 3 yards, just shy of a 1st down.
Yeah, it was a really good 3-yard run, just pushing forward for whatever he can get. Bo Martin with his 7th tackle of the night, and 4 for 9 on the night for LSU on 3rd down.
You've got to make it happen here. Run it upfield, fight for the yards. Andre Johnson barely gets it done. 1st down, move the chains.
Yeah, they did just enough to get him past the line to gain. Curtis Ecker with his 7th tackle of the night. And just about 90 seconds left to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Plenty of time to move down the field. 6 points down means that this next drive, I mean, this will really bury Georgia pretty deep here. Chip Lucky with a 5-yard rush.
Yeah, if you're Georgia, worst case scenario, you want to hold them to 3. That'll make it a 2-possession game, but it'll be a lot better than 13 points if LSU would have scored a touchdown.
Left hash mark, 2nd and 5. But the Tigers have a good amount of momentum. It's not going to be an easy task for the Bulldogs to stop this drive. Quick dart up the middle goes to Marco Wallace for 7.
A great play there by Wallace, his 7th catch of the night. And 1st and 10 for Carter and the Tigers.
1st down yet again. We're inching closer and closer to the red zone. Look at this rush. He found a hole and took it. 9-yard rush from Andre Johnson.
Another big rush for Andre Johnson. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Tigers.
Just so close to the end zone. The Tigers are getting better and better with every second of the game. Arnold Palmer with a 1-yard reception.
A 1-yard pickup for Arnold Palmer. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Tigers. They're just inside field goal position, so if they want to take 3 and make it a 2-possession game, they can.
3rd and 1 once more. and a run up the left side. Andre Johnson with 4.
And they don't want the field goal, as this will wrap up our third quarter. First down for the Tigers.
And that is the end of the third quarter. 23-17, LSU so close to the end zone, but so far. Can the Bulldogs shut them out? We'll find out when we're back. And we are back. Put your 4s in the chat. One final opportunity for LSU to bury the Bulldogs deep in the hole, or for the Bulldogs to come back big. Chip Lucky with a 2-yard rush.
And LSU, they're running the ball a lot. They want to try and run the clock down, get their 2-possession lead, and trust the defense for the rest of the game.
2nd and 8, and pitching the ball to the outside, but the Bulldogs read him easy. Andre Johnson lost 2 yards on the rush.
A great play there by Brighton Lagarde, the Alabama transfer, and he's just getting in there for the tackle for loss. 3rd and 10 for the LSU Tigers.
Right hash mark, 3rd and 10. Couple receivers for Cobra to look at, but he needs to make a big play happen here. Quick throw goes up left side, fighting for some yards. Marco Wallace is just shy of a first down.
Yeah, 4th and 1 coming up. They're just going to kick this one, and over on Twitch, we have a 14-yard touchdown pass to Jake Williams as the USC Trojans go up 49-17 with 3:32 left in the third quarter.
Well, let's say you said that at least you could just hold them to 3, and that's exactly what they did. The Bulldogs kept them from going for a 6, 7, or 8, but instead 3 points is a little bit easier for the Bulldogs to recover from. Ball's caught at the 3-yard line and running up the middle of the field. Let's see how far he can go. Caught in the dog pile. Randy Mon gets 24 done.
2-possession lead here for the Tigers, but Georgia not out of it. They just need their offense to come alive here in these final 8 minutes.
Left hash or middle of the field, 28-yard line, and handing it off yet again. And Lane Easton doesn't get too far. 1 yard on the rush.
Not able to get too far. A lot of Tigers in the area.
A lot of Tigers in the jungle, known as the stadium right here. 2nd and 9. A decent amount of operating room here for the Bulldogs. And running up the right side of the field, swinging things out for a decent rush, 3 yards for Lane Easton.
That 3-yard pickup, he's already at 20 carries tonight, only 38 yards. It's not a super efficient level. Georgia 3 for 8 on 3rd down.
3rd and 6. And hanging out in the pockets of Chapman's looking for a deep throw. Oh, it's complete right into the arms of Aaron Highsmith. 69-yard touchdown, Georgia Bulldogs.
And this is a beautiful play by Seth Chapman, just loading up and throwing it deep over the head of the defender and into the hands of Aaron Highsmith. Back within 1 possession. It's a 2-point game for the Bulldogs. Great game here over on YouTube.
I called it earlier, bro, and I was right. I knew this was going to be a close game. 7 minutes left in the 4th, and it is neck and neck. But look at the ball. Look where it is, in the hands of the Tigers. Chip Lucky with a 22-yard return.
Yeah, but if LSU wants to win this game, they got to continue to get their offense in motion. You got to score a touchdown here if you want to keep Georgia away at 2 possessions.
First down in the pocket, looking at the throw. Cooper Carter finds Johan Donnie up the right side, 16-yard reception.
A great play there by Cooper Carter, just hitting Johan Donnie on the corner route at the right time. Quick throw, perfect read, and a good gain.
Oh, man, the Tigers are starting to sweat a little bit of sweat running down the neck of Cobra Carter. The Tigers need to get this drive done. Maybe not so quickly. You can hold on to the ball for a little bit, maximize your lead. And running up the right side, look at him go. No way. Cobra Carter gets 14 on his own.
A great run there by Cobra Carter. They're asking in chat how cold is it there. I believe it is 31 degrees here in Athens.
That is absolutely right. First down once more. Right hash mark in plus territory. Tigers moving the chains with efficiency. And a deep throw up left side goes incomplete. Oh, man.
Just underthrown, expected his receiver to make a play on it, but great defense there by the Bulldogs. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10, right hash mark. And hanging out in the pocket once more. Cobra felt a lot more pressure that time, so had to get rid of the ball quick. Lewis Faircloth got him 3rd and inches.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there, and Faircloth just catching this on the swing route. Makes a man miss, and Frankie Dawkins just absolutely tattoos him right there. 3rd and inches coming up for the Tigers.
This could be a big opportunity for maybe Chip Lucky to just get it in a couple easy inches. Could be the good call here, but a couple bodies on each side. No, we're going for the handoff here. No way, but push back. Andre Johnson lost some yardage there.
This is a bit of a generous spot for the Bulldogs. Looked like he got past the line, but they're going to say there was no contact there. So he just ran back. It's 4th and 1. The Tigers getting aggressive, and they're going for it.
They're going for it. They need to bury the hatchet with the Georgia Bulldogs. In the pocket, gets the throw out. It's complete. The 4th down play on worked. Billy Davis, 25-yard reception. They're in the red zone.
And what a play. They said they didn't have it that time. They said, all right, fine. We're going to make sure that y'all know that we got it this time.
Hanging out in the pocket, looking for a throw up left side, but laid out right after. Mikey Pizarro found 3 yards.
A great hit there by Mike Lowry. And 2nd and 7 for the Tigers. Mikey Fusaro takes an absolute hit right there, holding on to the ball. Great play by the defense, and great play by Fusaro as well.
5 minutes left here, Val, but the Tigers are right next to the end zone. You can smell the Georgia grass, and running up the middle, Andre Johnson fought for 2 yards.
And over on Twitch, we have a 2-yard touchdown pass to annihilate her 2nd of the night. That's Mayweather's 8th. USC now leading 56-17 with 50 seconds left in the 3rd.
3rd and 5, left hash mark. And looking for a target, but needs to throw it quick. He found Gregory Peck in the end zone. 7-yard reception and a touchdown for the Tigers.
That's the first touchdown of the night for Cobra Carter, and the walk-on getting the touchdown to bring this back to a 2-possession lead for the Tigers.
9 points needed for the Bulldogs to get back in. Can they make it happen with less than 5 minutes on the clock? They're getting their hands back on the ball here. High hopes for Georgia at home. Listen to the crowd cheering them on. One last shot to make this happen. Randy Mond with a 22-yard return.
A solid return. I don't know if you heard just a second ago, but Bo Mayweather has 8 touchdowns over on Twitch. That's insane.
Yeah, I guess I'm caught up here. No, it is crazy, but just caught up with what's going on in front of us. Ember Sky with 17 yards.
Well, that's another person who's having a great game. Ember Sky, her 5th catch of the night, 128 yards, a touchdown, making great plays on defense as well. I mean, if there is a player of the game, winner or loser, it's Ember Sky.
First down once more. Seth Chapman and the rest of the Bulldogs offense looking for something big. Quick dart goes up the middle to Aaron Highsmith for 13.
Solid 13-yard pickup, his 4th catch of the night. This Bulldogs drive is going quickly, which is exactly what they need.
Right hash mark. Plus territory for the Bulldogs. Handoff running up right side. And 2nd and inches after that rush from Lane Easton.
A big 10-yard run there. A.J. Zachary with his 5th tackle of the night. The Bulldogs continuing to move down the field.
And it's looking a little bit better with each play for the Rods to get in control of this game. A handoff to Lane Easton once more. 2 yards on the rush. That's a 1st down.
A great play there by Easton, getting the 1st down up to the 33-yard line.
A couple receivers on the left, but this could easily be a handoff to Lane. He's back there faking the handoff. Chapman's going to hold on to it, but pitches the ball as soon as he's hit and getting it off to another player. Jadon Charles catches the pitch and gets it in for a first down and a 22-yard rush reception, whatever it is. It worked out for the Bulldogs.
He's just going to pitch it back to Charles right here. This is a great play. Breaks off one tackle, breaks off another, finally tackled after a nice pickup. The Bulldogs are back in business.
Back in business, to say the least. And it ain't personal, LSU. It's just business. Right hash mark of the 12-yard line. And handing it off one more time, Randy Mond with a 2-yard rush.
Only a couple of yards. That's his first rush of the night. Giving Lane Easton some time to breathe, but Cletus Clodfelter with his 8th tackle right there.
I've never been more invested in an underdog story, and no better underdog than the Bulldogs themselves. Middle of the field, handing it off, fighting for yards. Lane Easton with 6. They're just shy of the goal line.
And over on Twitch, we have a 7-yard touchdown pass to Tyrese Turner for Iowa. They now trail 56-24 with 7:45 left in the game.
3rd and 2, but a flag on the play.
False start.
Looks like a false start.
Oh, come on. Look, the moment's a little hectic. I don't blame him, but 3rd and 7 now. And to get a first down means you got to be within 1 yard of the end zone. So they might as well just go for something big here. In the pocket, Chapman looking for a target. He needs to throw it quick. He gets the ball out, but it goes incomplete. 4th and 7 is the play. Do they field goal or do they go for it?
They're looking to go for it. Honestly, I would have taken the field goal. I would have maybe either went for an onside kick or trusted your defense. You would have been within 1 possession.
High risk, high reward, and no better reward than a touchdown, Georgia Bulldogs.
And that's Ember Sky's 2nd touchdown of the night. And I know we mentioned earlier that Santana Ward may have earned a spot on that Player of the Week ballot for All-Purpose Player of the Week, but so has Ember Sky's 2nd touchdown. Great plays on defense. I mean, this has just been a great game for Ember Sky. And the Bulldogs back within 1 score, but LSU with the chance to put the nail in the coffin on this next drive. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left to go.
Listen to the crowd here at Athens. You gotta love what you're seeing if you're a member of Georgia. 2.5 minutes left, 2 points down, and LSU in control of the ball. You've got to hold on to it for as long as you can. Chip Lucky with a 25-yard return.
And if you're LSU, you need a few first downs. You need to force Georgia to use those timeouts. Do whatever you can to run the clock out. Maybe even go down and score a touchdown of your own.
Middle of the field, and Cobra Carter looking to hold on to it as long as he can. A handoff to, look at him run up for an easy first down. Andre Johnson with 14.
A great 14-yard run puts him over the century mark. He's at 100 yards. They're going to chew clock now, and Georgia will be forced to use their timeouts here soon.
First down, 40-yard line, and a handoff. Yet again, Andre Johnson running up the left side, 7-yard rush, but a timeout used by Georgia.
Frankie Dawkins, 11th tackle on the night, 2nd and 3 coming up for the Tigers.
We've got to strip the ball. We've got to get our hands back on it for Georgia, but LSU protecting it with everything they've got. 1:42 on the clock.
And this is the game right here, 3rd and 1. Can the Tigers pick it up, or will the Bulldogs swarm?
Tackling once more, but Chip Lucky gets a first down. Another timeout used. Georgia's out of them.
And that will pretty much be it. As long as LSU can hold on to the ball, they will be victorious here tonight.
Playing it safe and running the ball up the field, shaking off one defender. Andre Johnson protecting the football. That's all that matters.
There's just 1 more yard. Bo Martin's 9th tackle of the night. 2nd and 9 here for the Tigers.
1 more minute left on the clock. No timeouts left for the Bulldogs. And handing it off one more time. Taken down in the backfield. Chip Lucky lost 3 yards.
3rd and 12 now. Clayton Cobb with his 2nd tackle for loss of the night. They are going to have to do 1 more play, but this should be the final play of the game for the Tigers.
3-2, the ball is snapped, and running upfield Ball not stripped away. LSU still have another play, and they're not going to have to snap. That's game. Oh, wait. No, they're punting it away. They hold on to it, surely, right?
Yeah, they're just going to let it run out.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Regardless, a damn good game between the Tigers and the Bulldogs. Valente, tell me how you're feeling, man.
Well, this is a really good game, like you just said. LSU keeping their season alive, at least for another week. They're going to have a matchup next week that'll really determine everything and how the SEC plays out. Georgia, you know, they've had a good season. They've upset a team here and there. They've had a couple of good wins. They've done a good job, but LSU coming out with the win tonight by 2 points. This was just a really good game, and the Tigers really deserve that win.
Thank you to Austin Crow and Mike Peters for making this whole thing happen. Thank you to Valente for joining me here in the booth. And most importantly, thank you to every single viewer that was a part of this banger of a broadcast. My name's Morty, if you don't already know me, and that's all the CFSL action we have for you tonight. But tomorrow, we'll be back here on the YouTube at 6:30 Central for the Florida Gators to take on Alabama. And on the Twitch, the Oregon Ducks will take on Ohio State. We'll see you then tomorrow. Take it easy.